everything, and you know she got 'em beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be siding like base hitters. Them other fellas, they been seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think you're better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be...
A gorgeous look at a place of NFL history. Welcome to Soldier Field in Chicago. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And here we go from Chicago. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. His charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Going run again with Swift. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Williams from the gun. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We set it down for him at the 38. First down, Williams to throw. Let's do it to Lindsay again. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air yet again, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Saints with 6 DBs out there. We've got a dime look for them on 3rd down. Williams on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears finish up an excellent opening series. DJ Moore the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Bears will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
This is Alvin Kamara with it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's a pickup of 11. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go, set. Okay, ready?
Another run for Kamara. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Yellow, 43.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Escapes out to the left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
1st down throw by Williams. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Williams set to pass. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
Third and long for him here. He finds Odunze downfield. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Working from the gun, Williams. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Lante Taylor has it. And the Saints are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
Gets everything he has under this throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 10 now. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
From the gun on third down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Well, it would have been a long field goal in the rain, Brock, so instead of trying that, they're going to go for it.
Yellow, 43, red, yellow. Ball red. Yellow, go. Ready.
Throwing now, needing a first. He's got it to his running back. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50.
Rattler to the air now. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Into the red zone. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, and the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers. And he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26 yards.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Let's go now. Red, 38. Cut.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Check, cut. 33. Yellow. Check.
From the 32. Trying for the deep ball. That's complete inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints make it a one-score game in the first half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. A handoff left for Swift. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical as nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Williams off the play fake. And the Saints came marching home, and they dropped him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. Back across the field. Yep, it's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Down. 6 green jack. Ready.
They go play action on first. Catch is made in close. And he goes down, so they're set up with a nice 1st and goal as we've reached our 2-minute warning.
Ready. 10 black. Cut, cut.
Kamara. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
40. Ready?
Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Prater on for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Saints tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. A give right side for Swift. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Swift gets it, going left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
And the Bears first down.
Off the play fake, Williams. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest. This contest, and I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here's Williams again. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Man, he has already been burned twice in this opening half, Brock, and that probably should have been the trifecta, just avoiding his 3rd interception.
Now, he's going to have to look in the mirror and make some serious adjustments here, because that 3rd pick, if he keeps making these kind of decisions, that 3rd pick's a coming. You cannot be this careless with the football.
This one intended for the running back. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And he drives this one into the pouring rain.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Here we go. 53.
Throwing now from the gun. Finds a man underneath. It's Kamara. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 6 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that takes them to third down.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Down. Ready.
Looking to throw, Rattler. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams from the gun. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
Santos' kick is good. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
That's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Black 40.
They'll run the toss to Kamara. Open space inside the 40. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Black 90, 43 rounds.
Back now, pressure on its way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready. 60 red. Ready.
And off headed right, Kamara. He's able to get this down to the 13. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Go now. Yellow, 43. Ready?
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Rattler. Buys time, rolling right. This throw is caught. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Kamara has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Yep, here we go. 10 black. 10.
They go to him again. And he won't get it done here as they close in on him for the loss.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice down. I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal.
Right, sticky, green.
Here's Rattler. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Prater on for the field goal try. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Prater puts it through. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the 2nd half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Just an incredible, incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Williams with 3rd and long. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
He's got this at the 27. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up.
60 red. 60 red. Set.
Throwing is Rattler. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Set. Ready. 52 boom. Set.
Now Rattler. Looking for a target. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
3rd and long for him here. It's his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he gets him what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Working from the gun, Williams. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. First and 10 now from the 30. Williams on the play action. Got a man, it's Colston Loveland. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 22. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st down, Williams. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And he takes this to the 38, so it's going to be 3rd and very short.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 21. Escapes the pocket. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Needing 4 here on 3rd down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Again, it's Williams. That's caught for the first. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Shaheed now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 52 blue. Ready?
Rattler to the air now. He puts some juice on it deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Kevin Byard comes up with it. And the Bears get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Well, I'm Nick, man. I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
1st down, ball at the 36. Now here's Williams. Getting out to his left. Has it downfield working the left. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
He rolls to his right. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover it.
They're going to run here. Coleman got it. And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
He was taken down.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it. Not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Shaheed now to return. Jukes the defender. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10.
Ready. 45. White. Cut.
Looking to throw here. Shake off that previous INT. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 4. And the caught by his back. Kamara. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10.
Red. Yellow.
Rattler setting to throw. Completed to his running back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Well secured by Brandon Cooks. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Yes.
Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
On the double.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Here we go. Set.
Looking to throw it. Try and push it deep downfield. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Try and get it to Chris Olave. And that brings up 4th and long. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
Set. Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory.